We are live. Welcome back to another episode of Earle Sports Bets. We're finishing the American League in this one with everybody's favorites, the most anticipated stream of the entire season previews, the Oakland Athletics. No? Okay.
Hold on.
What?
I know. I had to hype them up somehow, though. Taking a look at what the Oakland Athletics did last year, they were a stunning 60 and 102. So they were a 60-win ball club last year. So we ready to get into the Oakland Athletics?
I'm overjoyed. Let's get it.
All right. Additions and re-signings and subtractions. A lot on both sides here. Just a rotating door here. JJ Bleday is now an Oakland A. Jesus Aguilar, our boy Trevor May, Aldinez Diaz, Jace Peterson, and Manny Diaz. What a list of additions and re-signings there. Players they lost: Sky Bolt, Billy Bombs, Sheldon Newsey, Matt Davidson, Jared Koenig, Sean Murphy, Tyler Sear, Eric Thames. And I think for Davidson, for Newsey, for Sears, they all went to go play overseas because they'll get paid more than the Oakland Athletics will pay them.
Yep.
Overall, I mean, the big loss is Sean Murphy. That was their one of the best catchers in baseball. He's now in Atlanta Brave. In exchange in that trade, the Oakland Athletics got a bag of chips and a Tupac CD because why not? So this is just overall, this is a very Oakland A's offseason. I think it's not the greatest thing when your highlight of the offseason for additions is Trevor May, which we'll get into that a little bit because his role in the bullpen, I think I'm kind of excited for.
Is he actually the closer?
He's the closer. So, yeah, Trevor May saves. Let's hit it. No, I'm just kidding. But, overall, very Oakland A's here for me. What is your thoughts?
And we forgot to add one guy to the subtractions because Vogue retired.
Stephen Vogue retired. Yeah, that's right.
Which he was one of the everyday catchers. So you got to keep that one in mind for that. I like the Bleday edition. I like the Aguilar edition. Trevor May is going to bolster up that bullpen, but you know that Trevor May is the most paid player on the A's, right?
Wow, that's a problem.
And he's making like $3 million this year. So,
wow, they forked out $3 million for him. Wow,
yeah.
he getting a big bucks for an Oakland A.
I don't know how to do the Jace Peterson acquisition, but this is. Do we really have to go into detail with this? This team's gonna suck. There's no sugarcoating it. This team's not gonna be good.
Yeah, I want to take a look here. What is their payroll? You know what their projected total payroll for this season is?
It's like nothing.
$53 million.
Fact.
$53 million to give you an idea. What are the just on the flip side? The New York Mets are $333 million. The Mets are giving 6 times more, have a 6 times bigger payroll than the Oakland Athletics. And Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander both make more than the entire Oakland Athletics total payroll. So that's a little tidbit on the team we're going over today. But do we want to take a look at their farm system? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Their farm system's not very good.
No, it
mainly because they don't really have any good players, and no team really trades with this team because you can just get them in the offseason when they're not going to pay them. So there's really no point in trading with the Oakland Athletics, so because you kind of can't get much value out of these players, so you're not going to have much of a farm system. I'm excited to see Ken Waldichuk this year. I think he's a bet-on pitcher. Call me crazy, but first fives with Waldichuk, first fives with Caprillion are definitely on my mind when I'm looking at this team. We'll see what Soderstrom does. He's probably going to be up in the majors a little bit later in the season, but very lackluster here. I'm very excited to see Ken Waldichuk, though.
Yeah, there's nothing here. I don't think we really need to go into detail with it.
Yeah. But all right, let's take a look at the lineup, the rotation, and oh boy, this is fun. Oh, I forgot to put a name there in the additions, which I have to look up this guy's numbers as well. Tony Kemp is your leadoff hitter. Ramon Laureano, Seth Brown, Jesus Aguilar, Jace Peterson, Shane Langoliers, Connor Capel, Nick Allen, and Estuary Ruiz. Your rotation is Shintaro Fujinami out of the Japanese league. They got him from, I believe, the NPL. James Kaprilian, JP Sears, Drew Rustinsky, and Ken Waldachuk. Your rotation, oh, good God. Adam Aller, Drew Steckenrider, Chad Smith, Sam Mole, Domingo Alcevedo, Danny Jimenez, Zach Jackson, and our boy, Trevor May. Over under what 80 games Trevor May is in Oakland Athletic, because I think he gets dealt at the deadline.
True. I agree. And I as crazy as it sounds, I think he goes right back to New York.
Really? You think he goes right back to them?
I think he goes right back.
You know, he'd be really nice to have it as a Met right now.
Huh?
He'd be really nice to have as a Met right now. He'd be a nice secondary guy or setup man for David Robertson at the closing. But we'll get into the Mets later. But yeah, overall with this team, I think they're interesting. I'll probably be losing way too much money on this team as in big dogs because they're probably going to be fitting into my system of the minus 300 fade because they're going to be massive underdogs probably every game. And I'm probably going to bet this team way too much this year. First fives. I'm going to look at first fives because that bullpen is horseshit. So I'm not really interested in betting that with that bullpen. Trying to get from James Kaprilian to Trevor May is going to be quite the interesting maneuver there for them.
Yeah.
But I like some of their starting pitching here. I'm interested to see what Fujinami does, who came over from the MPL. I like Kaprilian. Kaprilian was somebody that I liked backing last year. His advanced stats, I believe, lend us to believe that he's a decent Moneyball player. Like he's a very Oakland Athletics player because he's Moneyball. His advanced analytics are usually pretty good and things along those lines. JP Sears is going to be interesting. He was part of the Frankie Montas trade, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And Waldachuk was as well. I think this team could be sneaky for some first fives. I think they're going to be playing spoiler for some big favorites. I think we'll be able to cash some big dog tickets in there. But overall, I think this is a team that I'm only looking to back as huge dogs.
Yeah. Are we going to end up betting this team way too much this year? Probably. There are some pieces on this team that I do like, but at the same time, they can be pieces that are not there after the deadline. Laureano, if he stays healthy this year, is going to get dealt away. Aguilar, wouldn't be surprised if he gets dealt away. Anything of value. The only thing they're not going to trade away is those top three pitchers, Fukuyami, Kaprilian, and Sears. I don't think they touch them. And then Waldachuk's a prospect. I don't think they touch Waldachuk. So that's why this rotation, I don't hate it. Because you're going to get guys that actually, this is their opportunity to get into the big leagues. Because a lot of these guys, the Kaprilians and the Sears, there's a reason why the Yankees traded Sears. He wasn't going to make the rotation, like for a while. Waldachuk, same deal. They get opportunities, and I think that's the most dangerous type of players is, they finally get into the majors. What are they going to do? And I think some of them will have a good year. Is there any guys I want to look at for props? No. But this is just let's just go see how we could try to make money from them.
Yeah. Also, a little bit of baseball news here. We don't know how severe this is, but Altuve was taken out of the game today against the United States after getting hit in the pitch on the hand.
Great. There goes my Altuve MVP ticket. Goodbye.
Yeah. So when are we going to learn to stop sending $1 million investments over to the World Baseball Classic? Because this is getting ridiculous now. But with that being said, we'll head into the ultimate question for the Oakland Athletics here, Tim. How are we going to make money betting their futures?
We're not.
Their win total here is a comical 59.5. They're saying this is a 103 loss baseball team. To make the playoffs is plus 20,000. To miss is minus 10,000. 80-1 to win the West. 150-1 to win the American League. 300-1 to win the World Series. No secrets here. I'm not betting any of the bottom four of any of these. I'm not interested in them to make the playoffs. I'm not interested in them to win the West. I'm not interested in them to win the American League. I'm not interested in them to win the World Series. That win total, though. That win total. Call me crazy. Call me stupid.
You're
I don't
stupid.
care. Over 59.5 wins for me here. I think this is a 60-win baseball club. I don't think they got much worse. I don't think they got better. But are they a team that are going to lose 105 baseball games this year? We're asking them to win 60 games. It's not like we're asking them to be a 70-win baseball team here. 60 games. I'm going to take a shot with their over here.
All right, so we're gonna no.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. I have nothing with this team. Absolutely nothing. This is a team I looked at and went, no, and I moved on. This is maybe Waldichuk for Rookie of the Year. Could be an interesting idea. But no, there's nothing on this team that I want to go after. I think their win total is about right. They got 60 wins last year. Could they be 58 this year? 59, 60, 61, 100? I don't know. Not 100, but this is just a team that we're doing the video for them. Good luck, A's. We hope you do well. I got nothing for them.
Fair. Yeah, I'm gonna take a small shot on their win total at 59.5. I just think that's a little too low.
I understand that because I did the same thing with the San Antonio Spurs in the NBA. Because their total was like 21.5 or something. It was very, very low, 22.5.
And they were that bad.
Yeah, but I'm not going after them. No need to.
Fair enough. But that is the Oakland A's show. Super interesting there.
Yep.
I will be betting my American League futures tonight. I'll be posting those up on my Twitter page. I hope the MLB hashtags are working because I want to use those for that. Okay. But anything you want to mention before we head on out for this one?
Next up is the National League, and that's where it's going to get more fun.
Yep, and we're going to be kicking it on off with a bang for the National League.
Dodgers
tomorrow. The Dodgers. Dodgers in town. So we'll be doing the Dodgers tomorrow. But until then, good luck with everything tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.